Routine maintenance of this apparatus consists of emptying the oil. This is pretty self-explanatory. We dispose of this in the satellite hazardous waste accumulation area. A more complex task is cleaning the cold trap. First, I have to remove the cold trap from the dewar flask. It may be frozen in the dewar flask, so you could spray some water into it to release it. I'll use the heat gun to gently evaporate or melt any solids that are left in the bottom of the trap. While this is occurring, I'll make sure that the bottom of the cold trap is secured by the clamp on the retort stand, just in case it falls. This can take a little while, so just be patient. Once all the solid is melted, we can then detach the bottom of the cold trap. I'll then take this over to our liquid hazardous waste container. I'll rinse it with an amalgamation of solvents to make sure that all the matrix that may be trapped in there is out. The last solvent you rinse with should be something volatile like methanol or ethanol. This is because I'll pop it in the oven to dry while I complete the rest of the procedure. Using methanol or ethanol will ensure that the drying of the glassware goes quickly while I complete the next steps. I'll dry out the inner portion of the cold trap to make sure any of the leftover liquids are gone. This is to make sure that anything left over isn't incompatible with my cleaning solvents. During this process, I'll make sure that the glassware is secured using the clamp on the retort stand. For this particular time, I couldn't find any pipe cleaners, so I had to engineer something of my own. I used some Kim wipes, zip ties, and a pair of ratchet locking forceps to makeshift my own pipe cleaner. I wet the Kim wipes with isopropyl alcohol because that should be able to dissolve most of the matrices we use in our lab. Using gentle force, I was able to clean the internal portion of the cold trap. This should clean out all of the matrix that's stuck at the top of the cold trap. If necessary, you can repeat this process with various solvents. When the cleaning is done, I will gently pull it out of the tube. Whatever device you're using, whether it be a makeshift pipe cleaner or an actual pipe cleaner, make sure you throw that in our solid hazardous waste container. Using the heat gun again, I'll dry out any excess solvent. Be sure to be careful when you're doing this. This portion of the cold trap is very delicate. Now we will reassemble the apparatus using vacuum grease. The pieces where the ground glass joints connect should be thoroughly greased. This includes the inside of the bottom of the cold trap. The grease allows us to get a tight seal between the two pieces. If the grease were absent, we wouldn't be able to achieve the Molitor level pressures that are necessary for sublimation. Now we can reassemble the glassware. The clamp holding the top of the cold trap swivels, so you can use that if you're having trouble connecting the pieces, like I am here. When the pieces are connected, lower it back into the dewar flask. This process takes 45 minutes.